Hide not your hands, which you balled into walnut-sized fists at your christening. So small they named you Bitsy.
Hide not your hands, which you tucked into armpits, while your dad wrapped his rough hands around an axe handle and hacked your piano to kindling.
Hide not your hands, which scribbled love letters to your man in Vietnam, hands you posed on your hips in a picture sent to him in your bathing suit by the banks of the Red River.
Hide not your hands, which quakingly cradled coins for the Photoman man.
Hide not your hands, which clutched rosary beads like pearls on your wedding day. Hide not your flintlock hands, which thrice sparked life into this world.
Hide not your coral hands that hummed our tiny baby backs. Hide not your mermaid's hands that splashed us in the bath.
Hide not your gymnast's hands, which balanced salt and sweet of bars. Hide not your patient hands, which wished on shooting stars.
Hide not your nurse's hands that sutured patches onto jeans. Hide not your teller's hands that banked bologna onto cheese.
Hide not your basest hands, which jazzed up shirts with puffy paint. Twist not your anxious hands for all the things you can't constrain.
Hide not your distant hands, which mailed cookies to me at sea. Hide not your nearby hands, which passed a rose to me on the pier.
Hide not your coral hands that hummed your grandkids' baby backs. Grandkids who turned Bitsy into Baki.
You hid your hands after one of your operations.
It was Christmas time at the airport, and your hand was wrapped up in a velvety red stocking with a raven-feathered cuff.
You held your hidden hand close to your heart as you kissed my cheek, gripped me in a hug, and whispered, "I'll show you in the car."
It glowered like a bionic weapon, metallic exoskeleton with springs, harsh and brittle, spindly thing.
For weeks, you kept your stocking in the car in case you had to pop into a store. It tore my heart apart that you should ever have to hide your hands.
The disease and surgeries have pulverized your poor hands, buckled knuckles, flattened phalanges.
Your left ring finger no longer fits your ring, but your hand clasped Dad's tightly when you danced at your golden anniversary. In each photo, you do your best to hide your crooked hands. I know the technique well. It's the same way with my teeth. It's the same way with us all when something's hidden underneath. But hide not your hands,
which have held
and bled
and toiled
and shared only love
and generosity
for 3/4 of a century.
For 3/4 of a century.
For 3/4 of a century.